Hi there folks, so welcome back to my channel, and for this video I decided to do another book haul video. So I've come to my local Waterstones, well it's kind of local-ish, and I'm going to try to see what Scottish literature they have in store, and especially with it coming up for Burns Night I thought that they might try and kind of maybe have more of a Scottish display on. So I'm going to see what's going on, see what's happening, see what they got, and see what I can treat myself to. And hopefully you will enjoy this video, hopefully you will enjoy what you're seeing on my channel. And if you are enjoying my channel, if you are enjoying my videos, if you can click on that subscribe button, click on that notification bell, leave some likes, leave some comments, it's always really appreciated, and it does really seriously help the channel to grow. So I'm going to just grab a bag and head on into Waterstones to see what I can get. See y'all when I get in there. Well, that's me back from Waterstones, and I probably would have shot some more footage while I was there, but today it just seemed to be quite a busy day within the shop. I didn't really want to be getting in the way of too many people. And you probably did see from the footage I did take, the display of Scottish literature that they had in the shop was a bit bare. So they could have done, I think, could have done a bit more with it, especially with 2022 being the year of Scottish storytelling. And okay, I know that they probably are quite restricted on space and how much they can display and such things. And again, with it being the Waterstones in Braehead, I am quite tempted maybe to also have a look in the Waterstones in Suckiall Street, as that is the flagship Scottish store, or it was the flagship Glasgow store. Because I think they've got 5 floors in one of Suckiall Street, so they might have more of a kind of a Scottish section if I go. Because I do remember from when I was a student and going in there, it did have a specific corner where you could go and specifically look for Scottish fiction. So I might try and see if I can go on one day to Glasgow and have a little nosy in the Waterstones there. But I do think that they could have, the one in Braehead probably could have made a wee bit more of the display of Scottish literature, because I know that they do have a selection of Scottish novels, Scottish poems, and Scottish writers in general within the shop itself, because I did have a nosy of the shelves in the general fiction area, and there were quite a few different books that I would have loved to have picked up. I would have loved to have brought back with me, but I kind of limited myself to only 3 books, because again it's January, we're all a bit skint, and yeah, so again, if I had the money, I probably would have bought quite a few more books. But I did get 3, so that's always a start. So the first one to start with is called The Fall of Kelvin by Elsa. And Elsa is more famous for his novel Lanark, which is a classic of Scottish literature, and is one of the ones that, if you're looking up any books that are must reads from Scottish literature, Lanark's always on that list. And Elsa is also an artist as well. So if you go into Glasgow and you go up to the West End and you go into Oran Moor, they have murals in there that were painted by Elsa himself. And The Fall of Kelvin is one that I've not actually heard of before. I've not actually come across this one, so I'm kind of interested in seeing what this one's about. And having a wee nosy at the blurb on the back, it's saying it is a swinging 60s, and Kelvin Walker has moved from Scotland to London to make his fortune. Through his wanton ambition, his megalomania surfaces that is unrivalled by his unsensitive attempts at friendship and romance. Yet he is all bad, or are the true villains the establishment figures whom he tricks and deceives, and ultimately does it matter? Gray's twist on the follies of religion, the media, and the Imperial British Centre is relevant now as ever. So that looks like be quite an interesting read. It's not that big a book, but I'm sure that Elsa Gray has packed a hell of a lot into it, so that looks like it could be quite a good, interesting book. And the next one is The Trick is to Keep Breathing by Janice Galloway. And again, this is another Scottish literature classic. This was actually one of the books that was on the reading list for my Scottish literature course when I was doing my undergrad at the University of Glasgow. I don't think I actually had the chance to read this one, so it'll be my chance to correct that and sit and enjoy The Trick is to Keep Breathing. So again, I'll read the blurb out for you to give you an idea what the book's about. From the corner of her darkened room, Joy Stone watches herself as memories of the deaths of her lover and mother surface unbidden. Life for Joy narrows. To negotiate each day, each encounter, each second, to find a trick to keep living. Told with shattering clarity and dry wit, this is a Scottish classic fit for our time. So, and if I remember correctly, it is kind of written in quite an interesting style as well, from what I can remember being talked about when I was in my Scottish literature class. So this could be quite an interesting read. And the next one is The Golden Bird by George Mckay Brown. So I think this one is 2 Orkney stories, which is the tagline. I do love the fact that the cover of it does actually have runes on it, which I think, I don't know if maybe that's maybe from one of the main archaeological sites. I know there are ruins in places like Maze Howe, but I kind of quite like that as well, so you get to see the ruins. So again, the blurb. These 2 stories are set in Orkney at the close of the 19th century, when traditional island life was becoming threatened. The Golden Bird tells the story of the slow decline of an isolated island community which depends on the sea for its livelihood, yet is at risk from it. In the life and death of John Vaux, a young Orkney man comes home to a small croft and a beautiful girl after a life of whaling, sailing and gold mining. So that looks like be quite an interesting read. So I think I am definitely going to be having a good pile of Scottish books to read over the next year, which I will be talking about and discussing with you all when I do read them and finish them. So I'm definitely looking forward to all of that, because I do still have most of the book haul that I got from Abbey Books. So definitely going to be a year filled with Scottish literature, which again, perfect timing with this being the year of Scottish storytelling. So hopefully you will all have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you will be intrigued by the books I did actually manage to treat myself to. And yeah, so I am looking forward to reading the 3 of them and looking forward to letting you all know what I think of them. So hopefully you will continue to enjoy my channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.